If you've grown up in a loving home with parents, it may be tough to imagine what it would have been like if you did not have a mother or father to nurture and guide you. Sadly, there are too many children right here in Connecticut longing for a forever family. If you talk with adoptive and foster parents, they will probably tell you it is the most fulfilling and important thing they have ever done. Joining me now is Katie Churchill, the Adoption Resource Specialist with DCF's Adoption Resource Exchange, Jackie Ford, a foster care and adoption recruiter, and Rebecca Iantoni, an adoptive parent. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you.
There are many children who are waiting to be placed in a foster home or looking to be adopted, but how many children have medical needs?
Currently in the state of Connecticut, we have just under 4,000 children that are in out-of-home care, and of that, about 400 have medical concerns, medical needs.
And overall, though, aren't there fewer families who are becoming foster parents or adoptive parents?
Yes.
So we need to have, when we say fewer, why is it that they're not stepping up as much as we want them to do?
I think there's all different reasons, in particular with the medically complex piece. I think families are intimidated by the word medical complexity and just need to really understand what that really means and take the opportunity to get to know the children like Rebecca has done.
Well, let's talk about the medical needs. Specifically, what are we talking about?
We have kids with all different abilities. So you might have a child that has very minor medical issues that's easy to manage and sometimes not even thought about on a day-to-day basis. And we also have kids that have a lot of needs and need assistance with all their daily living skills. So we have a wide range of kids that we work with.
When you speak with parents, what's their biggest concern?
There's lots of concerns. One is that, am I going to be able to meet those needs? Am I going to be able to know what I need to do? And what we really try and do is help them with training. That's the most important key. I think people also worry about financially, how am I going to do this? What am I going to do for insurance? And based on the child's needs, the department is able to help with that.
Rebecca, you are in the process of adopting. How old is he?
He's 9.
He's 9 years old. Tell us where you are in the process.
We are fully licensed. We've gone through all of the training. There's 2 components to the training that you have to do to adopt a medically complex child, which is to do the basic foster licensing and then to do the child-specific training with regard to the child. And so now we are prepping for the transition to our home, and he's spending weekends with us, and we visit with him every night during the week and help with his needs during the week.
And what is his name?
Gannon.
Gannon. Now, you actually found Gannon through the Heart Gallery. You saw a picture of him.
I did.
What was it that drew you into this picture and why you wanted to have Gannon at home?
Well, that's the picture there. So
it's a fabulous picture of him.
It is. We had talked about, my husband and I have 3 children, biological children. We talked about adopting for a while, and had gone through various open houses and things, and the timing was just never quite right. And we saw Gannon's picture. I saw Gannon's picture about a year ago on the DCF Heart Gallery website, and I emailed my husband, look at this little guy. And from the pictures on the Heart Gallery website, I actually knew where he was, where he went to school and stuff, and so I knew kind of what we were getting into, and called Katie that day, and within a couple of weeks, Katie was at our house. Yep.
And what did your other children say? You have 3 other kids at home.
I do, yeah. There was mixed. Like you would hope for. They were very honest. My daughter, who is 9, and the youngest of the 3, she was a little timid at first. She didn't know what we were getting into. But once she met Gannon, and once all 3 of them met him, he speaks for himself. They've fully embraced him like a brother. They already call him. She said to me last night, that she has 3 brothers. So,
that just makes me feel so good that you're doing this. My husband is adopted, and this is something we've always talked about. How maybe we should do this later on, and obviously still something that we are considering. Let's talk about the other challenges for families who want to perhaps foster or adopt a child with medical needs. What type of financial support is there for them?
Well, there is a financial subsidy, and that again is based on the needs of the child. So they look at what's going on for the child and make a decision about that. There's medical insurance that's provided, again, and college tuition as well. So there's a lot of support that you can get from DCF.
So there is some incentive there.
Yes, absolutely.
What would you say, all three of you, what are some of the good qualities that people really need to look at if they're considering becoming a foster or adoptive parent?
Well, I think my daughter has summed it up. I was talking about coming here today, and I said, what do you think is the most important thing for people to know? And she said that it's about love, and it's not about getting complimented on what you're doing. And I thought that was that was good.
It's about love.
It's not about you doing something for
something good. It's really
about loving a child.
Absolutely. What would you say?
And being committed. It's a lengthy process, and and just to be committed throughout that whole process to the children that you're working with.
How lengthy is that process?
Well, the first step to get involved is by calling our 1-888 Kid Hero line, and then coming to an open house, and then we come out to your home and we do a home visit, and then you go through about 10 weeks of training. So I would say from the onset of the initial telephone call until actually that you're licensed is about 4 months.
And Katie, what do you think are some of the important qualities parents should have?
Especially for a medically complex child, I think it's important for you to be a strong advocate. They're going to need you to fight their battles. That might be in the school system. That might be in the medical field. That's sometimes a difficult system to navigate. So that's real important, to be organized, to be able to make sure, okay, we've got these treatments we're going to take care of, and having that all kind of organized is going to help you to meet their medical needs.
Now, you have an open house coming up, and if you're interested in attending the open house, it is Thursday, September 30th from 6:30 to 8:30 at Central Connecticut State University. All the information is right there on your screen, or you can call 1-888-KID-HERO for more information, or just come to our website and we'll have it all for you. Thank you, ladies, for being here.
Thank you.